What if I told you that Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, the man who has dominated WWE for over 3 years, just received a message that could end everything he's built? And what if I told you that this message didn't come from Cody Rhodes, not from The Rock, and not from anyone you'd expect? What happened backstage at SmackDown has sent shockwaves through the entire WWE Universe, and Roman Reigns' reaction? It's not what you think. But before we get into that, hold on. Hold on. Before you scroll away, let me ask you something that's going to make your blood boil. How is it that Roman Reigns, a man who claims to be the head of the table, the final boss, the guy who supposedly has everyone under control, is now looking over his shoulder like a cornered animal? How is it that after everything he's done, after all the manipulation, all the power plays, all the family drama, he's now receiving threats from someone he can't even identify? And here's what's going to make you furious. WWE is keeping this mystery man's identity under wraps, and I have a theory that's going to blow your mind about who it really is. Some of you are going to hate what I'm about to say, some of you are going to call me crazy in the comments, but by the end of this video, you're going to realize that everything you thought you knew about Roman Reigns and the bloodline is about to change forever. Drop a comment right now with your guess on who this mystery man is. I'm reading every single one. Let's set the scene. SmackDown, the energy is electric. Roman Reigns has just finished doing what he does best, standing in the ring looking absolutely dominant, reminding everyone why he's been on top for 1,316 days. But what happened backstage is where the story gets absolutely insane. According to multiple reports from WWE insiders and talent who were present, Roman Reigns was in his private locker room, and yes, of course he has a private locker room because he's the tribal chief, when a WWE production assistant knocked on the door. Now here's where it gets chilling. This production assistant handed Roman an envelope, not a digital message, not a text, an actual physical envelope. Old school. Ominous, the kind of thing you see in movies right before everything goes sideways. Roman, being Roman, probably thought it was just another contract offer, another appearance request, another company begging for his presence. But when he opened that envelope and read what was inside, witnesses say his entire demeanor changed. One source described it as watching a switch flip. The cocky, arrogant Roman Reigns, the man who smirks through every challenge, went completely stone-faced. And Paul Heyman, who was in the room, reportedly went pale. And here's the kicker. Roman immediately demanded to know where the production assistant got the envelope. The answer? It was left at the gorilla position with specific instructions. For the tribal chief. From someone who remembers. From someone who remembers. Let that sink in. Now, WWE hasn't officially confirmed what was in that message, but I've been digging, I've been talking to people, and what I've pieced together is absolutely disturbing. The message allegedly contained 3 things. First, a photograph. And no, it wasn't a current photo, it was an old photo from Roman's past. Some sources say it's from his days in developmental, others say it goes back even further. But the point is, this person has history with Roman Reigns. Second, there was a handwritten note. Just one sentence. And while I can't confirm the exact wording, multiple sources have told me it was something along the lines of, "The throne you sit on was built on a lie. I'm coming to expose the truth." And third, and this is what reportedly sent Roman into overdrive, there was a date, a specific date circled in red. And that date, it's the date of an upcoming premium live event. Now, here's where Roman's reaction tells us everything. Instead of brushing it off like he usually does with challengers, instead of having Paul Heyman spin some promo about how nobody can touch the tribal chief, he went into lockdown mode. He reportedly demanded extra security, he called an emergency meeting with the bloodline, and here's the part that should terrify you. He contacted people outside of WWE. When Roman Reigns starts making phone calls to people outside the company, when he starts moving like someone who's genuinely concerned, you know something big is coming. But wait, There's more, and this is where things get really interesting. Because on that same episode of SmackDown, we witnessed Drew McIntyre officially joining The Vision. Now, most people are focused on what that means for Drew's career trajectory, what that means for The Vision as a faction, but nobody is talking about the timing. Drew McIntyre joins The Vision on the same night that Roman Reigns receives this mystery threat? You think that's a coincidence? Come on, let's connect some dots here. Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre have history. These two have been in battles that have left both of them broken and bruised. Drew is one of the few people in WWE who has never fully bent the knee to Roman's authority. And now, suddenly, he's aligning with a group that could potentially challenge the Bloodline's dominance? But here's my theory. And this is where some of you are going to lose your minds. What if Drew isn't the mystery man, but he knows who the mystery man is? What if his joining the Vision is part of a larger plan to dismantle Roman Reigns from the inside out? Think about it. Roman's reaction to Drew joining the Vision was subtle, but it was there. Those who watched closely saw Roman's jaw tighten, saw the way he looked at the screen when Drew's music hit. This isn't just about competition. This is personal. And when you combine the mystery message with Drew's sudden alignment, with the Vision growing stronger, with the Bloodline starting to show cracks, you're looking at a perfect storm brewing in WWE. Roman Reigns has spent years building an empire. He's manipulated family members, destroyed legends, and positioned himself as untouchable. But what if this mystery man is someone from Roman's past who knows exactly how to tear that empire down? Someone who understands Roman's weaknesses better than anyone else. Here's what's really going on and why this matters more than just another wrestling storyline. Roman Reigns has been at the top for so long that WWE has run out of conventional challengers. Cody Rhodes has his story, Seth Rollins has his moments, The Rock came and went, so who's left that can genuinely threaten the tribal chief in a way that feels fresh, feels dangerous, feels real? A mystery man from Roman's past. Someone who knows him before he became the tribal chief. Someone who knows the real Joe Anoa'i, not the character he's been playing. This is psychological warfare at its finest. This isn't about who can hit a Superman punch harder or who can kick out of a spear. This is about exposing Roman Reigns, about revealing whatever this lie is that the message mentioned. And here's what has me most intrigued. Roman's genuine concern suggests this person has real information, real leverage, something that could damage not just Roman's character, but his legacy. We've seen Roman scared before, scared of losing his title, scared of his family turning on him, but we've never seen him scared of the truth coming out. That's a whole different level of vulnerability. And as for Drew McIntyre and the Vision, their involvement adds another layer. Whether Drew is working with the mystery man or simply taking advantage of Roman's distraction, the Vision is now positioned as a legitimate threat to the Bloodline's empire. They're younger, they're hungry, and they're united in a way that the Bloodline hasn't been since Roman turned on Jey Uso. The question becomes, can Roman fight a war on multiple fronts? Can he deal with a mystery threat from his past while also defending his position against Drew and the Vision? Can he keep the Bloodline together when paranoia starts to set in? So who is this mystery man? Let me throw some theories at you, and I want you to comment below with which one you think is most likely. Theory 1, it's someone from Roman's past in the Shield. Maybe someone they wronged, someone who was supposed to be part of the group but got left behind, someone who's been waiting years for the right moment to strike. Theory 2, it's a family member we've never seen. The Anoa'i family is massive. What if there's a cousin, an uncle, someone who has a legitimate claim to family leadership that Roman has been suppressing? Theory 3, it's someone from NXT or developmental who Roman screwed over on his way to the top. We know Roman's rise wasn't clean. What if someone has receipts? What if someone has proof of the lie the message mentioned? And theory 4, and this is the one I personally believe, it's someone we know in a completely different context. Someone who's been hiding in plain sight. Someone who's been waiting for Roman to get comfortable before striking. My money? I think it's tied to Roman's original NXT run. I think there's someone from that era who's about to return and blow the lid off of Roman's entire origin story as the tribal chief. But I could be completely wrong. That's why I need your theories in the comments. Here's what we know for certain. Roman Reigns received a mysterious message from someone who claims to know a truth that could destroy him. This person has history with Roman, has proof of something, and has set a date for their revelation. Drew McIntyre has joined the Vision on the same night this message was delivered, creating a perfect storm of threats to Roman's empire. The tribal chief is rattled. For the first time in years, Roman Reigns is looking vulnerable. Not physically, we know he can handle himself in the ring, but mentally, emotionally. This is a different kind of threat. And whatever happens next is going to change WWE forever. Will Roman be able to identify the mystery man before it's too late? Will Drew and the Vision capitalize on Roman's distraction? Will the bloodline hold together, or will paranoia tear them apart from the inside? The answers are coming, and when they do, the WWE landscape will never be the same. If this video gave you chills, if you're as obsessed with this mystery as I am, you need to smash that like button right now.
Drop a comment below with your theory on who the mystery man is. I'm reading every single one, and I'll reply to the best theories. And if you're not already subscribed to WrestleScope, what are you waiting for? We're breaking down every twist, every turn, every backstage rumor in the WWE world. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single update. This is just the beginning, WWE Universe. The storm is coming for Roman Reigns, and we're going to be here to cover every single moment. I'll see you in the next one. Stay scoped in.